what if, right? What if? Nothing ever ends up this perfect. If he realizes this is going on, well, what is he going to do? He's going to try to get away, right? So it changes into other things. And that's why I brought up earlier, if you lose both hooks, don't panic. The choke is still there, right? That this choke, funny story, not for the camera, maybe later, but it's very, very effective. It's actually way more effective than people actually give it credit for. And then people starting to question it, and then you put it to sleep. So we're here. We get in this situation. We've got his grip covered. We happen to get this. He had my sleeve, and he's thinking, "Shit, I need to get up." So what's he doing? Maybe he starts wiggling down, right? He starts wiggling down, and we're here, and he's getting low. But you notice, even though he's getting low, I'm continuing to draw, and I'm continuing to put my. Turn this. Put your foot right there. There you go. Keep walking. Keep walking. There you go. So as he came down, I'm drawing my elbow behind his head. Notice how I'm using my shoulder to keep the pressure and keep it underneath. If I let him underneath, what is he going to do? He's going to fall through. So I use my shoulder to close that space. So my hand is still in place, my leg is still in place, and now I'm here and I can transition, right? Maybe I decide to push his hand down to block the hand, right? And then I pop, and then now, this one I'm pushing away a little bit more. Could I keep it tighter and go down here? The problem is now he's on my arm. I can't rotate my arm behind him. See that? How he's on this side? Well, I can't draw my arm underneath. So now I'm going to change the direction. I have to make him make this tighter. So I'm here, and now I'm going to come up and make it tighter. All right? Now I'm tighter. I feel pretty good. And I'm going to start counting. And see where he's at. He's going to tap. So keep in mind that even though the angles change on you, you don't necessarily have to give up the grip. Once I get here, even if I'm not choking, and I'm in the transition, I treat this just like a modified seatbelt. I can ride from this. I may not be choking yet, but I'm gonna ride with this, so, let go, boom, out, come on. So we're here, we're coming through, and I'm trying to come around, right? I come back in, oh, I lost it again, right? I come back through. Oh, now I'm here. But now I caught his head on my shoulder. And now I can draw down. Okay? So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're always going to get it just from the back with the hooks in. You can finish this any place that you can put a stopper behind his head, which is what we were doing with our chest. And then I shifted to my shoulder, and then we can compress. Okay? All right. Okay, so we're here, flip, grip, here. So I lose the grips. Go ahead, pop out. Boom, pops out. And I'm on this side. So who can tell me why it was bad for him to fall to this side? Why? Well, so he put his head down on this side. What it means for me is I can come up to my elbow, right? And when I come up to my elbow, it basically finishes the choke. So if I come up to my elbow, it's done. So same thing with your bow and arrow. Anytime they fall, if they fall to the choking side, they really have to get their head out. Otherwise, if you come up to your elbow, you can use it to finish. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're on the back. So regardless of the choke, regardless of the choke, if we're here and we're looking for whatever, and we're on this, and we're in this grip, he wants to fall to this side. He wants to make it go this direction. Now, this won't help him as much with this particular choke, which is why I like it. Go back up. But let's say we don't have that choke. Let's say we're here and we're trying to go to a bow and arrow. When he falls this side, I'm not going to finish the bow and arrow. He's going to get out. Look, and he rotates through. So we want to make him fall to the side of our choking arm, because we can do things like we come through here and we make him fall this way. Boom. No hands, right? And I can probably finish this without that second hand. Just because I can use my elbow and hold. It gets worse once you have hooks. If I can maintain my hooks and he falls on that side, I can just keep drawing everything tighter. Okay? So one of the pieces I want you to remember
whether it be this grip or any other grip, if we're on the back and we have at least this and better this, then continue to ride wherever he goes, right? So we lose our grips, he tries to follow through, boom, he follows through, oh, now we got it, and now we gotta get the push. You just have to remember not to panic and follow with that. Okay, does that make sense? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. Let's go play with that a little bit, okay? Get into position, not tight. Let your hooks out, have the guy move, and then feel the flow. Feel where it's gonna go, right? The key is using this to keep things tight and controlled, and using this being pinched so that way he can't get his head up. As soon as his head pops up, it's done. You lost. Okay, so we always have to keep that pinching down so he can't get his head through that hole.